When you cultivate unshakable self-love, you stop seeking approval from others to feel worthy. Instead, you affirm your own value every day, standing tall in your truth. This kind of love is not fragile or dependent on the opinions of others. It is rooted in a solid foundation that no one can take away. It's the kind of love that is steady, even in the face of adversity. It doesn't fluctuate with the highs and lows of life because it comes from an unbreakable belief in your own inherent worth. This self-love empowers you to live authentically without fear of judgment or rejection. You become free to express yourself fully, knowing that you are enough no matter what. It allows you to show up for yourself in the most vulnerable and honest way without masking your true self to fit into someone else's expectations. And this authenticity is what makes you truly magnetic to others. It creates an energy that draws people in because they can feel your strength, your confidence, and your unwavering love for yourself. Unshakable self-love is a profound inner strength that radiates from within, not driven by the need for external validation, but grounded in deep self-acceptance. It's about understanding and embracing your own worth, knowing you are valuable exactly as you are. It's not about perfection, but about embracing your flaws, your history, and your unique qualities with compassion. It means loving yourself through your mistakes, failures, and challenges, recognizing that they are part of your growth and journey. Unshakable self-love also means having the courage to set boundaries, to say no when necessary, and to protect your peace. It's about knowing when to prioritize your own well-being over pleasing others. This kind of love doesn't tolerate mistreatment or abuse because you recognize that you deserve respect and kindness. Unshakable self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process of learning to embrace yourself more deeply, of forgiving yourself when needed, and of continually building trust in your own strength. And when you have this kind of love for yourself, the world becomes a place of endless possibilities. And the relationships you create are rooted in authenticity, respect, and deep emotional connection. In relationships, when you have unshakable self-love, you bring a sense of wholeness into the partnership. You don't look to someone else to complete you because you already feel whole and complete on your own. Instead, you invite love that complements who you are, bringing balance and harmony into the relationship. When both partners share this kind of love for themselves, the relationship becomes a beautiful space for mutual growth, understanding, and support. Self-worth and confidence are deeply intertwined qualities that begin with an understanding of your inherent value as a person. Self-worth is the unwavering belief that you deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and love, regardless of your external achievements, appearance, or the opinions of others. It is an internal knowing that you are valuable simply because you exist. This belief doesn't waver in difficult times, nor does it depend on approval from anyone else. It's the quiet, solid knowledge that you are enough, just as you are, without needing to prove your worthiness to anyone. Confidence, on the other hand, is the outward expression of that inner self-worth. It's the way you carry yourself, how you approach challenges, and the trust you have in your own abilities. When you possess true self-worth, confidence flows naturally. You no longer question your right to take up space or be heard because you understand that your voice matters. Confidence isn't about arrogance or thinking you are better than anyone else. It's about standing firmly in the belief that you are capable, competent, and deserving of success and happiness. It's about recognizing your strengths and owning them without hesitation. When you have self-worth and confidence, you are less likely to seek validation from external sources because you already hold that validation within yourself. You don't need constant reassurance from others to feel good about who you are because you have learned to trust your own judgment and believe in your own value. This allows you to make decisions from a place of empowerment rather than insecurity. You can step into rooms, whether professional or personal, with the quiet strength that comes from knowing your worth, knowing that your presence is valuable and that your contributions matter. Self-worth and confidence also give you the courage to take risks, to push beyond your comfort zone, and to try new things without fear of failure or rejection. You understand that mistakes are part of the process and don't diminish your worth. In fact, they are opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset allows you to embrace challenges with enthusiasm, knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This sense of self-assurance also influences how you allow others to treat you. When you recognize your own worth, you set healthy boundaries and refuse to settle for less than you deserve. You attract relationships that reflect your self-respect, and you walk away from situations or people that diminish your value. You know that your time, energy, and love are precious, and you choose to invest them in ways that align with your worth. Moreover, when you have self-worth and confidence, you can celebrate the success of others without jealousy or comparison. You understand that someone else's achievements don't take away from your own potential. You cheer for others because you are secure in who you are, and you know that there is enough success and happiness to go around. This allows you to build genuine, supportive relationships, free from competition or insecurity. Self-worth and confidence create a ripple effect, positively impacting not just your personal life, but also your professional endeavors, relationships, and overall well-being. They are the foundation upon which a fulfilling, authentic life is built. Self-completeness is the deep understanding that you're whole and sufficient as you are, without the need for anyone or anything to fill any perceived gaps within you. It's the realization that you are not incomplete or lacking, but rather complete in your own essence, embracing both your strengths and your vulnerabilities. It's not about perfection or having every part of your life figured out. Instead, it's about accepting who you are in this very moment, flaws, challenges, and all, and knowing that you don't need someone else to define or complete you. When you are self-complete, you no longer feel the pressure to seek external validation or to chase after external sources of fulfillment. You understand that true fulfillment comes from within, not from accomplishments, possessions, or the approval of others. This doesn't mean you don't desire love or connection with others, but it means that your worth and happiness aren't dependent on them. You can engage in relationships, whether romantic or platonic, from a place of mutual respect, where both parties bring their whole, authentic selves to the table without expecting the other to fill a void. Self-completeness allows you to live with a sense of peace and balance. You're able to be content on your own, whether you're surrounded by people or spending time alone. You enjoy your own company because you no longer feel incomplete without constant interaction or external distractions. There is a calmness that comes with knowing you are enough in your own skin, and this tranquility is often reflected in the way you interact with others. So tell me, this completeness doesn't mean that you no longer seek growth or improvement. It simply means that you do so from a place of abundance. When you are self-complete, personal growth becomes an expression of your inherent desire to evolve, not because you feel you are lacking, but because you want to continue to better yourself, learn more, and experience more of life. You aren't trying to fix yourself, but rather to deepen and enrich your life with new experiences and wisdom. The power of self-completeness also lies in your ability to set healthy boundaries. When you understand that you are complete on your own, you no longer tolerate relationships or situations that are draining or disempowering. You learn to say no when necessary, not out of fear of rejection, but out of respect for your own peace and well-being. You are willing to walk away from situations that don't align with your values or that demand too much from you emotionally, because you know you have enough love, strength, and energy to nurture yourself. In your relationships, being self-complete allows for deeper, more fulfilling connections. You are no longer seeking a partner, friend, or anyone else to complete you, but rather to walk alongside you in life. You bring your full self into the relationship, and the other person does the same. This creates a partnership built on mutual respect, admiration, and the freedom to grow together while also honoring each other's individuality and independence. Self-completeness is an ongoing process of self-discovery and acceptance. It means embracing the totality of who you are, acknowledging both your light and your shadows, and living from a place of wholeness rather than scarcity. When you are self-complete, you understand that you are already enough, and you move through life with a quiet, unshakable confidence that allows you to fully experience the richness of being your authentic self. Authentic love also involves deep empathy. When you love someone authentically, you are able to put yourself in their shoes, to understand and feel what they are experiencing without judgment. This empathy fosters a sense of connection that goes beyond words, creating an emotional bond that is powerful and enduring. It's not just about offering support when things are easy, but being there through the challenges, offering a shoulder to lean on when life gets hard, and finding ways to lift each other up when you are both feeling down. Authentic love is a deep, pure form of connection that is rooted in honesty, vulnerability, and a genuine desire for the well-being of the other person. It is not motivated by need or dependency, but by a mutual respect for each other's individuality and a shared commitment to growth and understanding. When love is authentic, it transcends superficial attraction or societal expectations and becomes an expression of deep emotional truth. In authentic love, there is no pretense. Both individuals are able to show up as their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. This means that they are willing to share not only their successes and joys, but also their struggles, insecurities, and fears. Authentic love is built on the foundation of openness and trust, where both people feel safe enough to express their deepest thoughts and feelings. It is a love that doesn't demand perfection but embraces the imperfections, recognizing them as part of what makes each person uniquely beautiful. This kind of love is also selfless, but not in a way that diminishes your own needs or desires. It's about putting the other person's needs and happiness on par with your own and being willing to sacrifice for their well-being without losing sight of your own. It's a love that is generous and nurturing, where both people feel seen, heard, and cared for, without the expectation of anything in return. The giving in authentic love is not transactional. It is simply an expression of the care and respect you have for one another. Authentic love also requires patience and understanding. It doesn't rush or force things to happen. It allows the relationship to unfold naturally, respecting the pace at which both individuals are comfortable. This patience creates a strong foundation of trust because both people know that the love they share is not built on rush or pressure, but on a deep understanding of one another's needs, desires, and boundaries. One of the hallmarks of authentic love is mutual respect. It's about honoring the other person as an equal, valuing their opinions, their experiences, and their autonomy. In authentic love, both individuals give and receive equally, creating a balanced dynamic where neither person feels superior or inferior. There is a shared understanding that both people bring something unique and valuable to the relationship, and that each person's perspective is important. It also means knowing that it is okay to take emotional risks in the relationship. You can express your fears, your doubts, your vulnerabilities, and even your mistakes without worrying that the other person will judge you or withdraw their affection. Emotional safety allows for an openness that fosters personal growth because both individuals feel supported in their journey. They know they are loved and accepted, even when they are at their most raw and unguarded. Ultimately, authentic love is about deep, unconditional acceptance. It's the kind of love that doesn't try to mold the other person into an ideal, but instead allows them to grow into their true self, knowing that this love will be there to support them through it all. It's a love that brings out the best in each person, not by changing them, but by encouraging them to be their most authentic selves. In this kind of love, both partners feel valued, seen, and appreciated in their entirety, and the connection they share becomes a source of strength, joy, and fulfillment. In the presence of emotional safety, both people can flourish. There is no emotional withholding or fear of being misunderstood, but instead, an environment where both partners are free to explore their emotions and grow together. This safety nurtures not just the relationship, but the individuals involved, allowing them to become more emotionally intelligent, resilient, and connected. Emotional safety isn't just a luxury in relationships. It is essential for creating a space where love, trust, and connection can truly thrive. Mutual respect and complementary love form the foundation of a balanced, fulfilling relationship, where both individuals honor each other's worth, boundaries, and personal growth. At its core, mutual respect is about recognizing and valuing the uniqueness of each person, understanding that every individual brings their own experiences, perspectives, and strengths to the relationship. It's the acknowledgement that both partners are equal and deserving of dignity, care, and consideration, and that neither person should be treated as inferior or superior to the other. In a relationship based on mutual respect, both people feel heard, validated, and cherished for who they truly are, not for what they can provide or how they conform to expectations. When respect is mutual, it means that both partners are committed to understanding each other's feelings, needs, and desires. There is no dismissal of one person's perspective in favor of the other. Instead, both voices are equally valued in discussions and decision-making. Respect manifests in the way both individuals listen to each other, engage in conversations, and support one another's goals and ambitions. It's about creating a space where both partners feel safe to express themselves freely, knowing that their thoughts and emotions will be received with empathy, not criticism. Complementary love, on the other hand, is the deep understanding that each person in the relationship brings something unique and necessary to the table. It's not about being the same, but about harmonizing the differences in a way that strengthens the bond. In a relationship of complementary love, both partners recognize that they don't need to be identical in every way to create a strong connection. Instead, they appreciate the ways their contrasting qualities, values, and personalities balance each other out and enhance the overall dynamic of the relationship. This kind of love doesn't seek to change the other person, but to work in harmony with them, acknowledging that both people are whole in themselves. Complementary love is about appreciating the strengths that each partner brings and learning from each other's weaknesses. One partner may be more outgoing and adventurous, while the other may be introspective and grounded. In a complementary relationship, these differences are seen as strengths that can help both individuals grow. The outgoing partner may inspire their quieter counterpart to step out of their comfort zone, while the grounded partner can help bring balance and stability to the more spontaneous one. In relationships with mutual respect and complementary love, there is no competition. Each person celebrates the other's successes and supports them through their struggles. There is no desire to control or dominate, but a willingness to compromise and collaborate in a way that nurtures both people's growth. This kind of relationship encourages both individuals to continue evolving into their best selves, knowing that they are supported by someone who believes in their potential and values their individuality. Mutual respect ensures that both partners maintain their autonomy within the relationship. While they share common goals, dreams, and values, they also respect each other's need for personal space, interests, and freedom. They understand that they don't have to be everything for each other, and that it's healthy to maintain their own identities outside of the relationship. This freedom allows each person to grow as an individual, which in turn enriches the connection they share. In complementary love, both partners encourage each other's strengths and help to gently balance each other's weaknesses. There is no desire to fix the other person, but to create a partnership where both individuals can be their authentic selves. The differences between them don't lead to conflict. Instead, they offer opportunities for learning and understanding, deepening the emotional and intellectual connection between the two. Together, mutual respect and complementary love create a dynamic where both people feel valued and supported, where their differences are celebrated, and where the relationship itself becomes a source of strength and growth for each individual. It's a partnership built on the understanding that love isn't about ownership or conformity, but about honoring each other's autonomy, while coming together in ways that nurture the relationship and both people involved. Magnetic energy is an intangible yet powerful force that draws people in, creating an undeniable attraction. It's a combination of confidence, authenticity, and emotional presence that captivates others, making them feel comfortable, seen, and valued in your presence. This energy doesn't rely on physical appearance or superficial charm. Instead, it emanates from a deeper sense of self-assurance and genuine connection with oneself and others. People who possess magnetic energy exude a certain calm and warmth that makes them approachable and intriguing without needing to try or force it. It's an energy that naturally invites others to want to be around you, to listen to what you have to say, and to share in your company. The core of magnetic energy is rooted in self-love and self-acceptance. When you are comfortable with who you are and embrace both your strengths and imperfections, it shows in the way you interact with the world. You no longer feel the need to impress or prove anything to anyone because you already know your worth. This unshakable self-assurance radiates outward and creates a magnetic pull that attracts others to you. It's a quiet, powerful confidence that doesn't demand attention but commands respect and admiration. It's an energy that comes from knowing you are enough and that makes others feel the same way about themselves when they are in your presence. Magnetic energy is also about emotional availability and presence. It's the ability to be fully present in the moment, to listen attentively, and to make others feel like they matter. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard and understood. And when you give others your undivided attention, it creates a bond that goes beyond words. This kind of energy invites connection because it is grounded in empathy and compassion. When you are truly present with someone without distractions or judgment, you create an environment where they can open up and feel safe, which in turn deepens the connection between you. Another aspect of magnetic energy is the ability to make others feel good about themselves. When you interact with others from a place of genuine care, kindness, and respect, you uplift them. You don't need to seek attention or validation because the energy you give off encourages others to feel more positive and confident. This creates a ripple effect as people are naturally drawn to those who make them feel better, who offer encouragement rather than judgment, and who shine a light on the strengths of others rather than focusing solely on their own. Magnetic energy is not about ego or seeking admiration. It's about being generous with your energy and making others feel empowered in your presence. The magnetic energy you project also extends into your body language. When you are confident, grounded, and at peace with yourself, it shows in the way you move, speak, and carry yourself. Your posture, your smile, the way you engage with others all communicate a sense of openness and approachability. People are instinctively drawn to those whose energy feels stable, welcoming, and warm. It's the kind of energy that makes people want to connect with you, to know you better, and to spend more time in your company. Public persona, to are we truly manifesting our true selves? Magnetic energy also comes from the ability to live authentically. When you are true to yourself, unapologetically so, others can sense it. It's an energy that isn't based on trying to fit in or please others, but on being at peace with who you are. Authenticity creates a magnetic pull because it allows others to feel safe in being themselves too. It removes the need for pretenses or masks, creating a space of freedom where people can just be. This type of authenticity draws others in because it invites them to be real, to embrace who they truly are, without fear of judgment or rejection. Ultimately, magnetic energy is about the quiet yet powerful force that comes from being connected to your true self and sharing that energy with the world around you. It's not something that can be manufactured or forced. It's something that comes naturally when you are in alignment with who you are and when you approach others with kindness, confidence, and presence. This energy creates an environment where relationships can flourish because it fosters connection, trust, and a deep sense of mutual respect. Those who radiate magnetic energy don't have to chase after people or seek validation. They naturally attract the right people and experiences into their lives. In enduring relationships, there is an unwavering commitment to one another, not because of obligation, but because both individuals choose to stay present and involved, even during times of adversity. This commitment is not blind or unquestioning. Rather, it is rooted in a mutual understanding that relationships require effort, compromise, and patience. The individuals involved are willing to invest time, energy, and emotional resources into supporting each other, growing together, and addressing any challenges that arise. It's about showing up day after day in ways big and small and demonstrating through actions that the relationship is a priority. Communication is a key element of enduring relationships. It's not just about talking through problems or discussing surface-level topics, but about being able to speak openly and honestly about desires, fears, hopes, and frustrations. In these relationships, both partners feel heard and validated, knowing that their feelings are respected and acknowledged. Difficult conversations are approached with care and understanding, with the goal of finding solutions together rather than pointing fingers or placing blame. The ability to communicate openly helps to resolve conflicts in a way that strengthens the bond rather than weakening it. In conclusion, the qualities that draw us to each other, whether it's self-worth, authenticity, emotional safety, or respect, are not just fleeting traits, but deep-rooted energies that form the foundation of lasting, meaningful connections. When we embody these qualities, we invite love that is genuine, enduring, and magnetic. Relationships built on mutual trust, respect, and understanding don't just survive the tests of time, they thrive. They are an ongoing journey of growth, compassion, and shared experiences, where both individuals feel seen, valued, and empowered. These are the relationships that are worth nurturing, the ones that hold the power to not only transform our lives, but to uplift those we love, as we walk together not as two halves, but as two whole, complete individuals creating something even greater in the process. And when we come from a place of love, authenticity, and self-assurance, the energy we share not only strengthens the bonds we hold, but also enriches the world around us.